everyone and welcome to a SimSig video, the first on the channel, the first SimSig video. Don't know if we will do another one, we'll see how this one gets on. If you guys do want to see more after this, we will do more. But yeah, this is SimSig. We do play Rail Route. That is sort of the more basic, newer version of SimSig, I guess you could say. This is realistic timetable. I mean, it's practically what the real signallers see in the control rooms, this sort of screen with the same sort of similar stuff. So yeah, we are on the West Coastway map today, which is the Lancing one. It is free. I know you can see the taskbar at the bottom. There's no way to get rid of that, which I know of. And also I will leave a link below to the SimSig website. It's a free download, and probably every PC, even if you've got a really bad laptop like I did, probably can still run this, as well there's not really a lot to run. But yeah, this is the West Coastway map, so we're going to be controlling from Worthing to Hove. Anyway, let's change the simulation time. Let's pop that back to normal speed. There we go, and we shall start. So you can see we've got 1 November 51 at Aldrington at the moment. And you can see where that's going. That's going to Southampton Central, and this is based off of the 2009 timetable. Stopping at Portslade at 22 past, due out at 22. So Fishersgate, Southwick, Shoreham-by-Sea, Lancing, East Worthing, and Worthing. So for the whole of our section, that is a slow train. Hopefully you can see these screens popping up as well. Let's close that. That's at Aldrington at the moment. That seems to be due out at 5:20, so that should be about to leave in a second. It's up at Portslade as well. Let's just speed that up just a tad, as we might be going too slow. There we go. Let's pop that up, which makes us go a little bit quicker. As soon as that clears that section, we'll then lower the gates at Portslade, because you can see the raise and lower here, and then clear here. Right, that is on its way to Portslade, so I'm going to get the barriers closed. I've been to Portslade Crossing many times in real life. Just imagine the barriers coming down, traffic starting to build up. Right, Portslade barriers are down, and then we're going to clear it. And then what we do after that is we then click on the signal, which then clears it because, well, the crossing's down. You're all good to go. We've got 2 Sierra Oscar 0 coming in from here. East Worthing, Lancing, Shoreham-by-Sea, Southwick, Fishersgate, Portslade, Aldrington and Hove. So that is a that's a slow service from Barnham to Brighton, probably one of the first of the day. That is coming up, when's it due in at Lancing? 5:27, so we don't need to put the barriers down yet, although that is actually going quite quick. So, no, 5:24 East Worthing. Should be East Worthing now. Yeah, it seems to be slow. If you keep refreshing it, that's slowing down for East Worthing. So that's all good. This one's on its way out, and it will get busier as you go along. In fact, I am going to speed up time a little bit more, just so we can get a bit more action within today's video. Right, that one's about to leave Worthing, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to lower the gates as well at Shoreham. When does it get to Shoreham? 5:29, not yet then. Let's lower the gates here at Lancing. And the gates are going down. You can see the train is moving along, but this is pretty much what you would see in real life. I have actually been to the Three Bridges Rail Operations Centre on work experience, and seen that all of the screens, and well, this is at Lancing. I suppose this probably means the signal box here, but now it's all in one place. It's quite fancy. Right, that is at Fishersgate at the moment. Oh, it's just about to leave now. Gets to Shoreham-by-Sea at 29 past. So we've got about 3 minutes, and then we'll get the barriers down at Shoreham East. Now, someone tell me as well, what does this mean? G, F, N, and F. What does it do? I'm still sort of learning all the bits on here. We can clear the signal there at Lancing because the crossing is down, and you should slowly see the train pull away when it is ready. And the barriers go up automatically. You can see Portslade barriers are already up. Right, I'm going to start lowering the barriers at Shoreham East, as it looks like the train is coming into Southwick, I believe it should be at. Well, it should be at Southwick, and it is, yeah, stopped at Southwick. So it looks a bit confusing. You think, oh, it's at the signal there. No, it's still at Southwick. You can see the back end down here is still in. And this is a fairly easy map. There's much harder maps than this. We've got another one here, which is 5 Hotel 51. Something tells me that's probably an ECS. Yeah, that probably is an ECS, actually. Yeah, that's an ECS. So we need to be fairly sharp with that. Getting the barriers down at Portslade. Aldrington to Portslade is a fairly small gap. They're relatively close to one another. Get the gates down at Shoreham. I'm going to clear that, and you can have the green. So you've got to be pretty on your toes. Right, there we go. There's that one. You both now have permission to pass through Shoreham. And I want to keep this down because there is this train coming along. So I'm going to clear you. They might complain about traffic. They do sometimes do that. So excessive road delays at Shoreham. It's all good though. I mean, they're always down, aren't they? Barriers for ages. Shoreham by Sea 31. It's only a couple of minutes. They can wait. Where are you at? You're the ECS move. So they're really not going to be happy about waiting, are they? Let's lower the barriers. I know they're already lowered at Southwick, at Shoreham East. This train here, that will be out very shortly from Shoreham by Sea. You can see this is now at Southwick. So yeah, it might say, you know, people are complaining about what's going on. Oh, it's fine. It's all good. The railway has priority. That's now leaving Shoreham. You can see that's now on the way to Lancing. So I'm going to get the barriers shut here at Lancing crossing. And it's a single aspect signalling along here as well. Right, they're going down. I'm going to get you down as well. Lancing barriers are down, and then we'll give you the clear. So that's out of the way now. That shouldn't affect me too much. And you can have the clear as well. Yeah, I know you're waiting at a red light because you're stuck behind that service there. 1 November 51. But yeah, this is a free game. This is. I will leave a link below if you do want to download it. Quite an old one. Should run on, well, anything really. It's yeah, it's decent. Right, 2 Sierra Oscar 0. You are due out of Shoreham by Sea around now. So yeah, we might get a complaint in a second saying they've been been down for too long. That usually does happen. That was at Lancing. That one's leaving now, so the barriers should be able to go up in a second. There you go, excessive delay to road users at Shoreham East. I don't care, I'm the signaller. I decide to go under the tunnel or something. I was thinking Shoreham. Yeah, Shoreham by Sea, there is a way to. No, because Shoreham East crossing, there's Shoreham East crossing, there's a McDonald's just beforehand. It's always busy there when the barriers go down. I can picture the crossing right now in my head. I've sat at McDonald's a lot of times just looking at the crossing. Let's start getting when you during to Portslade at 5:38. A little bit of time. Once it gets to Fisher's Gate, I'll lower the barriers at Portslade. Right, you're waiting for. Okay, you're off. 1 November 53 has entered Hove, and you are Aldrington, Portslade, Fisher's Gate, Southwick, Shoreham. You're on all stops as well, so that is all good. I'm going to start lowering the crossing at Lancing again. We have got the ECS move here, which doesn't matter too much if it does get delayed, as it's an ECS move. So I'll start doing that. You can have clearance for into Lancing, and then that's sort of out my way. I don't need to worry about that. Let's start getting the barriers down at Portslade 38. Yeah, let's start getting them down around now. So you got 1 November 53 on the way as well. So that is now, yeah, that's out of my way. No barriers to deal with of that. Portslade crossing is now clear. Going to give you the green to go through and give you the green as well. Cool. Yeah, just thought I'd do a little video on this game. It might be the only video we do on SimSig, just to make people aware of the game, as it's a free game. I mean, there is paid for stuff you can get, but a lot of the free stuff is, well, all you need. But definitely worth checking out, and pretty much probably any computer could run it. As well, if you look at this, you don't think, oh, that's going to be intensive to the laptop or computer. So yeah, should be fairly good to run. That's on its way to Portslade now. Portslade barriers are down. We're all good at the moment. Looks like 5 Hotel 31 is waiting for 1 November 51, which is now cleared. So that can now go through. Well, the one thing we're not in control of is the points. I don't know who would be in control of the points. I thought Signalman did that as well, did the points. Maybe they're automatic, I don't know. That's on its way. No, that wouldn't be automatic. Or maybe you just can't control them on here. Yeah, there's Hove there. That's all as that goes through. You've got two, okay, 1 November 53 has just gone through. The Portslade barriers have now gone up. So that's all good, no complaints there. So only complaint so far has been the Shoreham one, Shoreham East crossing, which realistically does get pretty busy. Southwick at 5:42, so about 5:42 I'll get the barriers down at Shoreham East. They're all fairly close together, the stations. I mean, Portslade and Fishersgate, if you're at Fishersgate or Portslade, you can see the next station along. Aldrington's just around the corner from Portslade, and Aldrington to Hove is very close. Yeah, been on this route many times in real life. It's yeah, an awesome route. Well, that's on its way through. 42 at Southwick, so I don't need to worry about you just yet. So at the moment we are fairly... Well, we'll wait for that to get through to Worthing. I think we could even speed up time. Let's get that up. And you can contact the trains and all, because I think you can have errors come up, failures, as you can see on here. So you can make that happen if you wanted to. Obviously, we're just going to keep it simple for now. Let's lower the gates at Shoreham East, as that will be departing from, well, get to Southwick and depart fairly shortly. Shoreham East barriers are down. You can now have clearance into Shoreham. And yeah, it does say the train's right there, so you think, oh, it's at the red light. It's not, it's still quite far back. Alright, we've got 1 Hotel 81, and you are running fast. Lancing, Shoreham by Sea, Portslade and Hove. So yeah, we're going to get you all ready. Get the barriers down, but yeah, you do have to be ready on this. Lancing barriers are down, and you're going to have permission to go straight away. You're now at Shoreham, apparently. Let's see, Shoreham by Sea, 5:45. Let's get the barriers down at Shoreham as they go. I will be here. I'll be here on Thursday at Shoreham. They're going down. That's now clear. I'm going to give you clearance. But yeah, you do have to be, well, on your toes, and especially for the bigger maps. I mean, this is one of the sort of the basic maps. You can get the Brighton main line. You can get tons on here. And it's not just the UK, there's other countries as well. I saw Hong Kong on there. I think I saw an American map as well. So there's, you know, all different bits you can do. Right, that one's on its way nicely. Let's give you the clearance through to Shoreham. Don't want you going up, actually. You're going to have to go down pretty much straight away. That's annoying though, isn't it, in real life, when you just, the crossing just goes down, go forward, goes down again. That's what's happening here. There you go, let's give you the clearance. You're now allowed through into Lancing, and now you're pretty much out my way, as there's no other barriers over here. This is already down, you've already got clearance through. I think your next up was Portslade after that, so let's start lowering the barriers here at Shoreham East. That's now clear, and off you go. Well, it's still at Shoreham, it's due out Shoreham at 49, I think. Off that one goes. And we'll do the Portslade barriers once that gets to around the Fishersgate, Southwick Fishersgate area. Don't want any road user complaints. But yeah, there's quite a bit to the game. I mean, when you sort of look at this screen, you think, oh, it's fairly basic. You've got the phone here, you've got all of this stuff. There's a lot going on. And this is a beginner one. So you can have, you know, failures. Lots of things can happen. You have to contact the train and be like, oi, what's going on? That one's off. 1 November 53 is on our way. And let's lower that. I was thinking maybe we could stream this at some point. Just, you know, a stream, maybe do something else in the background as well. But to keep an eye on the signals and, I don't know, something along those lines. Right, that's now in that block. So I'm going to get the barriers down. And yeah, if you wondered why barriers do go down so, sort of, well, so before the trail, so early. I mean, yeah, that's well, that's now, yeah. I mean, the signals, well, the blocks are pretty big, so the train could be at Southwick, but then only one block away from Portslade. So you sort of want to be, have it ready. I think that will do. Actually, that's now heading towards Portslade. I think that's actually stopped at Portslade at 53, and that will be off to Hove. So that's not stopping at Aldrington. All barriers are up. So yeah, I think that's all right. I think we will call it an end there for today's SimSig video. Would you like to see more? Do pop it in the comments below. I know it's quite an old game. There's not as much to see as Rail Route. But yeah, would you like to see more? And what maps would you like to see? We'll just wait for this train to clear off towards Hove. And all the trains are then off of our graph. I bet as soon as that one goes, there'll be another one that comes in. And you've got sort of the event bit up. You all can see the little screen behind as well. You might actually be able to see more because my TV cut some bits out. There we go, that one's now gone. But yeah, hopefully everyone has enjoyed it. You will find a link in the description to the Discord server, to the PayPal, and to the merch store if you do want to help support the channel. Also link to the SimSig download if you do want to get this. It's a free download. It's like 20 meg or something, very small. And yeah, nice little game you can play if you've got a bit of time. Apart from that, thanks for coming in, and I hopefully will see you in the next one. See you all. Take care. Bye, guys.